Hello, we're the PNC Newsgirls, Mia.
And Maya, reading the news 6 days a week because you're too lazy.
Friday, July 14th, 2023. This is no sleep edition.
Factors recognized that new territory could be gained only in the east of Europe, but this meant they would be fighting ahead, whereas Germany wanted peace at any cost. The slogan of German foreign policy had altered from preservation of the German nation at all costs to preservation of world peace at any price. We know what the result was. I'll tell her.
Okay, quick column. Long Island architect Rex Hunerman, 59, is arrested for Gilgo Beach serial killings. Major breakthrough as his home is flooded with cops in hunt for killer of at least 10 women. Hunerman, who is married and has 2 kids, has lived in the house since the 1980s. Suffolk Police, which is leading the investigation, is yet to release any information about the arrest, which comes a day after the skeletal remains of a man were found off a park rampway in West Islip.
Okay. Rampant corruption is one reason behind Ukraine's failed NATO bid. Ukraine must implement reforms to fight corruption and strengthen its institution if it wants to be eligible to join NATO. And is that Ursula?
What?
Is that Ursula?
It looks like
I didn't know that was actually a name. Ursula von der Leyen, President of the European Commission, during the second day of the NATO summit in Vilnius? Don't feel bad.
Right. Deadly typhus spread by bug bites now found in U.S. Great. Malaria, now typhus.
Oh no.
I'm not entirely sure what it is, but I know it's bad, that's all. Scientists from the Centers for Disease Control and Preservation discovered that, chiggers? That feels wrong. Also called trombiculid mites or berry bugs in North Carolina parks are infected with the bacteria that causes scrub typhus. Scrub typhus can cause severe multi-organ failure if not treated properly.
I think I've heard of it.
Has a fatality rate up to 70% without medical attention.
I think I've heard of chiggers before. I don't
Okay.
remember what they are, but I think I've heard it. It sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Okay. High Court to hold hearing on Netanyahu's conflict of interest. Petition calling for Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu to be disqualified in his role as Israel leader will be heard before the High Court of Justice, the court said on Thursday. The petition will be moved to a discussion as soon as possible. Read the ruling. Read the ruling. I'm sorry, I always read it as read instead of read.
Alright, pull column. California Democrats killed... Why is my life like this?
Mm-hmm.
Killed child sex trafficking bill. SMM makes Newsom the hero. Non-enforceable sodomy.
Oh. I know what that is.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
Continuing.
Should I be scared?
Yeah.
Did I say something bad? Okay. With a minor. Oh, based on the context. Oh no. Why am I like this?
Continue.
It's the first legal problem with this bill, as it is against the law to have intercourse, yes, with a minor, gay or straight. The legal age of consent in California is 18 years of age. The age of consent refers to the age at which a person can legally consent to any intercourse. That's it.
Okay.
I'm not reading any more of that.
Fair. Russia moves towards banning sex changes.
Moving to Russia.
Move to Russia. Bye. The Russian State Duma? I don't know what that means. The lower chamber of parliament has passed legislation that makes sex transitioning in Russia illegal, with a handful of medical exceptions. Lawmakers cited moral obligations to resist the transgender industry and foreign influence as reasons for the amendments. What kind of health reasons could you go trans?
Like, if they're, like, actually born as intersex, that could kind of make sense.
Well, yeah,
I can understand that. That's probably the exceptions. Alright, here we go again. Biden 80 takes yet another...
Practicing jump.
No, Joe Biden 80 takes yet another stumble as he climbs stairs of Air Force One in Helsinki on the way home from Europe trip. Biden 80 has made his way about halfway up the steps of a presidential plane at Helsinki Vantaan International Airport in the Finnish capital when he appeared to lose his footing before bracing for a fall. But the octogenarian president recovered, clenching to the handrail and recouping his composure to continue the rest of the way up.
I want to see what this means.
Okay. Let's see.
A person who's from 80 to 89 years
yeah,
old.
okay, there you go.
So basically an 80-year-old.
Basically an old person.
Well, it doesn't... Once you hit 90...
Anybody in their 80s.
Yeah. Biden authorizes military to call reservists to active duty to support Ukraine war. Biden said in a message that he authorized the Secretary of Defense and the Secretary of Homeland Security with respect to the Coast Guard to order to active duty any units or individuals not assigned to a unit. He said in the message that the number would not exceed 3,000 total members at any one time, and no more than 450 members of the individual ready reserve. Pentagon officials said no troops would be deployed for combat to Ukraine.
Okay, ultra-right beer slams woke companies in a hilarious parody ad. A relatively new beer brand called Ultra-Right Beer has put out a new ad that's actually kind of funny. In addition to slamming woke companies, the ad is a parody of the classic comedy movie Smokey and the Bandit. Never heard of it. Bud Light's decision to go woke has created a whole new industry for creative people.
Bud Light should just give up, honestly.
Yeah, I'm actually probably going to watch that ad later just because I'm very curious now.
Diet Coke is safe as long as you don't drink 14 cans of it every day, says WHO after aspartame. I don't know what that means. Cancer scare. But do you know what that means?
No.
Okay. The artificial sweetener added to Diet Coke is now officially listed as being possible. No, I'm not saying
Cancerogenic.
Thank you. To humans, following a major safety review. But only people who consume excessive quantities face a heightened risk, a panel of experts concluded.
Basically, the fatties. The fatties that drink Diet Coke.
Don't drink 14 cans a day. Diet Coke sucks.
I've never had it.
I think I had it once.
What's really good is like Mexican cola.
Oh, yeah.
Like that's really good because they put real sugar in it. It's
Yeah.
good stuff. Alright, monkey column. I always forget how to pronounce it.
Congolese?
Congolese opposition figure assassinated. The body of Cherubin Okende. Laterally, a spokesperson for the country's political opposition, was discovered riddled with bullets in his car in the capital, Kinshasa, a day after he was reported missing.
Usher's ex Tameka Foster wants to drain Lake Lanier, Georgia's largest lake, where son was killed in 2012. Fashion designer Tameka Foster has collected more than 3,000 signatures on an online petition to drain, clean, and restore Lake Lanier, a 44-mile-long reservoir northeast of Atlanta. Only when the massive lake is completely drained can officials safely remove hazardous material and implement improved safety measures at the lake to ensure the well-being of all individuals engaging in personal watercraft and recreational activities, Foster claimed. Her 11-year-old son, Kyle Glover, was found floating on an inner tube in Lake Lanier in July 2012 when a jet ski driven by family friend Jeffrey Hubbard crashed into him.
I have no idea what you read because I completely spaced out.
Chick wants to drain a lake to find her dead son.
Oh, that's insane. Okay. Oklahoma.
And clean it, I guess. Yeah, she wants to clean the lake too.
Okay. Alright, the Oklahoma judge refuses to authorize reparations for victims of infamous 1921 Tulsa race massacre that killed 300 black people after agreeing with city officials. Claimants don't have unlimited rights to compensation. Finally. Stop compensating them. Nothing happened to them. We did nothing to them. Stop.
I will never understand compensating like criminals and stuff. It's like, why? Why?
Lissy Benningfield Randall, 108, Viola Fletcher, 109, and her brother, Hughes Von Ellis, 102.
Oh, wait. I thought they were talking about not giving to the guy who did it. Not parole or whatever. No, okay, they were talking about the people, yeah. Okay.
Are the last known survivors of the massacre, and have been locked in a years-long legal battle to receive reparations. Their lawsuit against the city of Tuzla sought financial and other reparations, including a 99-year tax holiday for Tuzla residents who were descendants of victims of the massacre in the North Tuzla neighborhood of Greenwood.
If somebody tries to murder you, and you escape, do you get anything?
No.
Exactly.
You get your life.
Exactly.
Be happy.
Case concluded. Okay. Zimbabwe. What starts with MN? Mnangagwa. That sounds so dumb. Urges nations targeted by Western sanctions to unite. Zimbabwe's President Emerson. Oh, it's a name? Oh, that's even stupider. Mnangagwa on Thursday urged nations targeted by Western sanctions to band together as he hosted the leader of fellow international outlier Iran. Where's that stupid name?
Alright, work up them. China calls out belligerent NATO faggots as the real problem on Earth. There are never any specifics about what exactly these coercive policies. What?
Coercive.
I forgot coercive was even a word. Coercive policies are. What's much worse is that these are never any specifics about what the bloc's interests are. What the heck are we even talking about? No one seems to know.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
Another bad name. Chandrayaan 3. India launches a rocket to land spacecraft on Moon. India's space agency has launched a rocket that will attempt to land a spacecraft on the lunar South Pole, an unprecedented feat that would advance India's position as a major space power.
Okay, whatever. Iran signs agreements with Zimbabwe as Raisi wraps up Africa tour. Iran and Zimbabwe have signed 12 agreements to boost bilateral relations as Iranian President Ibrahim Raisi wrapped up a 3-country African tour. Final one.
Okay. UPI in France, 5-year work visa, now consulate?
New.
No.
You said now?
Sorry, new consulate? Is that how you said that?
Yeah, I think so.
Modi's big announcement for Indian diaspora? I don't know. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who was accorded a red carpet welcome upon his arrival in Paris, addressed the Indian diaspora on Thursday evening and announced several initiatives to improve collaboration between both countries. In an hour-long speech at the
What?
How do you say that?
Speech at the La Scène Musicale.
Okay. In Paris, Modi stressed on India's role in the world that is moving towards a new order. I'm sorry, but I could never listen to a 1-hour speech.
You know.
5 minutes and I'd be
I
over
find
it.
it funny how every time there's a French word, you're just like, you know French, you read it.
You know the accent better.
Alright. Yeah. Thank you for listening to Mia.
And Maya, you're the Pullman Central homepage.
Please.
I forgot to say, do all the good things.
This is the best outro we've ever done. Yo. Come back tomorrow for a segregated news.